Oh, man. I don't know if I can do this.
I'm
Kinda
still
tired.
hungover.
I'm kinda tired.
You CONCACAF tired?
I'm kinda tired
Oh
after
man,
something that happened last night.
what happened?
Dude, I was watching a soccer game, bro. Good
I
good good game though too, from what I saw.
I mean I did hear that Mayor Ginther, was looking to add on to the city of Columbus. Did you see that in the news?
I did not.
Yeah, it's a new addition to Southwest Columbus.
Are we
Has
getting a new city?
yeah. You didn't hear?
Dog.
And you don't need a
Wha
passport.
Columbus is expanding. Why is Columbus expanding?
I guess Columbus is the gold standard, if you want to say it.
Hey, man. Dog. We did it. We done pulled off the ultimate upset.
Man, that I get from what I heard, Mayor Ginther is adding a small city called Monterrey. I don't know if you've heard of that. Have you heard of it?
Ha. Small city from what I hear. Small city with a small club.
Man. But
from what
welcome
I hear.
everybody.
To freaking audio right
to a special CONCACAF edition of the Wisemen say.
I mean, we're gonna be going over Montreal also, so
yeah, well,
not really exactly CONCACAF, but I think the majority of it's going to be CONCACAF.
It's going to be CONCACAF, and we'll throw in the return of the prodigal son. But Jesus, man,
I not gonna lie to you, and we'll get more into it. I was nervous.
I was on the fucking floor.
I was nervous.
Like I was ready to throw my TV out the window because for some reason Fox Sports wants to say none of my devices are the connected device to my Fox Sports is not in my home, which I wouldn't clear everything out. Started a whole new account with Fox Sports and couldn't get it on the TV. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm not sitting in a hard ass chair with a laptop screen. So me being a dumbass, I decided to pray on the side of my bed with the phone, just like holding the phone like this.
You watched it on your phone?
Yes.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Well, yeah, it does because I ended up paying for it with the knees.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But it was well worth it, honestly.
Yeah.
It really was, man. But we'll get into that with the build up.
Yeah.
But like you said, we did have Montreal.
Yeah, definitely. We knew it was going to be a heavily rotated squad also. So, coming into this one, Montreal was looking to extend their winless streak in I think it was like 3 or 4 matches. Their last defeat was a 5-0 loss to Seattle. Meanwhile, Columbus was looking to extend their unbeaten streak, even though we have like 5 ties going into the match. But I was honestly fine with a 0-0 draw. With the way that we lined up, I knew it was going to be heavily rotated. I was fine with a 0-0 draw.
I was too, but there was that one point in the game, right, that it looked to turn in favor of the Crew, right? And I was like, okay. It was one of those where, all right, we got Montreal on the back heel. We're starting to be more aggressive. let's go ahead and get 3 points. I would have been happy with 3 points, but either way, a 0-0 draw or, a 1-goal, a 1-0 win, right? We had our, little discussion about the lineup. You said you would have started Hagen. I said I'm fine with starting Patrick, to keep him in game shape, knowing that he was about to go play in the heat. So either way, a draw or a 1-0 win would suffice, right? But then that second half, you started bringing in the firepower because you had Montreal on the heels, and you couldn't quite just get that 1 goal to go in.
Yeah, I mean, we had
chances.
I think we had like a couple solid chances, but it was definitely our finishing. The one Marino missed on the doorstep.
I sat there. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. We could have won the game. We could have won that game. But it is what it is, though, I mean, in my opinion, that was probably one of the most boring games I've ever watched from the Columbus Crew.
Was, but it was like walking through Central Park or, out there in New York and seeing the old heads out there playing a game of chess, right? It was literally just like that. You're sitting there, you're walking by, but it's boring, but you're constantly seeing, the attack, defend, right? And it was boring, but it was interesting at the same time. Laurent's moving his pawn up, Nazi's moving his knight up. Here comes, next thing you know, here comes Nazi's bishop. So I mean, it's just like I circled that match once Laurent became the head coach of Montreal. This is going to be a true chess match between Laurent and Nazi, and the reason being is Laurent looked up to Nazi as a mentor. The 1 year that he had Nazi, he was a mentor to Laurent. So they both run the same system. And we saw that, and it just was like, okay, if you don't want to say it was a chess game, it was a game of Battleship. A4. Oh, you hit my destroyer. I mean, it was literally it just was a little, it was a guessing game, but it was interesting because you got to see the mind of Laurent, right? And you got to see the mind of Nazi on the field at the same time, which to me, it was boring, but it was a beautiful game.
Yeah, it was. Excuse me. It's one of those ones where I'm like, who's gonna strike first, right? And I was like, Montreal without Kokoro and Martinez looked pretty solid, honestly. They looked really good.
Well, Lassiter was pushing them.
Huh?
Lassiter was pushing, Montreal up the field.
Oh, yeah.
And he just couldn't quite get that timing down.
Yeah. But you also had, I feel like Raheem Edwards should have got away with a lot more than he bargained for. I feel like he got away with quite a bit. Don't get me wrong. I think Tori Penzo did a great job managing that game. But I feel like she let Raheem Edwards off the hook one too many times.
Yeah.
After the second one, when he got the warning after the second foul, was it 3 more? And then he just all of a sudden it was 3 more and then no card.
Yeah, and that's
So I think after the third or fourth one, she should have given a card to him. But Courtois realized what was happening, so he took him off.
right at the last second.
Yeah, because one more foul, he's going in the book. So, what was the biggest takeaway from that game that you saw out of Columbus and Montreal?
Columbus is fine. There's no need to panic. No, no worries. Montreal side, they're coming for a playoff spot, man. They're coming, and I think Montreal will end up being safe, if not a play-in game. But they, big kudos to Laurent, for helping turning, what Montreal was last year into a contender right now, going into the summer, right? Once that summer window opens, a couple more pieces and they're going to be a true contender. No doubt, right?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Courtois is probably the right man for the job. Honestly, I feel like Courtois was
go.
Yeah, it definitely is. But with everything that he did with Crew 2 in the 2 years that he was here, back-to-back MLS Next Pro Championship finals, winning the first one, and then obviously we lost the second one to Austin, but just seeing how he developed players, Jason Russell-Rowe, Mo Farsi, Zawadzki, who else?
Taha for a year, Cole
Taha
Morocco for a year.
Yeah. Patrick Schulte.
Some of the other guys that are out there in USL right now.
Yeah. I was about to say Farsi, Fuson, Micheletto, Holstad,
Keegan.
Yep.
Jake. Isaac and King.
He signed with somebody recently.
Yes, he did. He signed with Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's right.
That's becoming Philip Quinton now out there with still a first teamer.
Yeah.
With RSL. Brady Scott out there with Galaxy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It just, I mean,
Sebastian Telfor.
I mean, those are just a handful, but there's so many more.
It really is, but it was sad that he to see him leave. But like you said, he's the right fit for Montreal.
Yeah,
and I think the Montreal owners saw what Courtois did, and also the fact that who the head coach of the first team was, and was like, oh, okay, well, we see what you do with your academy, and with Crew 2 and the Next Pro and all that. So, and then you also got Nazi as a mentor for you. Hold on. Let's bring, Nazi ball back. And sure enough, that's what, honestly, it's Nazi ball up there in Montreal.
Where are they at in the standings? Are they they're what, 5th or
I
6th?
could tell you.
They are, they're 10th. So they're right below the playoff line, but they have, so they're one win away from jumping up into between 5 and 7.
Yeah.
5 and 8, sorry.
And their biggest win so far this year was they beat Inter Miami. Miami.
Yeah, in Miami.
And it was like 3-1.
I think it was 3-2 actually.
3-2, 3-1.
Yeah, because Jordi Alba scored a goal in like the 80-something minute.
They won.
Yeah.
In Inter Miami.
Yeah.
They played their first 5 games of the year on the road.
Yeah, their first home game was against can't remember who it was against.
Cincinnati.
It was before. Was it Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Okay, it was before us. I know that.
Their first home game was FC Cincinnati, which they beat.
They did, yeah. They did.
So, I mean, Montreal is going to be a contender in the playoffs.
Yeah.
As far as, the black and gold go, there's no worries. And you and me both looked at the lineup for against Montreal, and we both agreed if it didn't scream we're going all in, for Concacaf, then I don't, Ray Charles could have even seen that, with that lineup. So the outcome, a 0-0 draw, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I am.
It was probably
happy.
It's probably the best case scenario, right? I mean, a win would have been nice, but I think with, again, the way that we had our lineup, 0-0 draw, whatever.
Yeah,
it's fine. Before we wrap up, did you see the picture of the banner he got?
Yeah, they actually they gave it to him.
Yeah.
He wanted it when he left. When he left Columbus and took, said he was going to take the job, he wanted to take it with him.
Yeah.
But for some reason he couldn't get it. They gave him another one, but he wanted that big tifo.
Yeah.
And finally, after the game, they gave him the tifo.
Yeah. Which was, I think it's funny. It was so funny because he was walking around in the concourse, like by the locker room, just holding it. I was like, bro, look at this guy.
You know what? If I'm him, I hang that up in the stadium. I don't care if it's black and gold, but hang that up.
Hang it up at home.
Yeah.
Hang it up at home.
But I mean, at least have somebody copy it with black and blue, corner flag beware, and have it in French.
Yeah, it's fair. By the way, excuse me. By the way, I'm going to start getting back on my Duolingo grind. I'm going to learn French.
You're going French?
Yeah.
I'm going Spanish.
Spanish? Fair enough. Everybody wants to. I know what everybody wants to talk about now. Everybody wants to talk about the absolute history making game last night. That's why nobody was commenting. Everybody's talking about. Nobody want to know about Montreal. We all want to talk about Monterrey. We know what you guys want. We're not stupid, okay?
Real quick before we get to that, the Cappies did play, and they beat.
You want to get Cappy's corner out the way really quick?
Oh yes.
Okay, go right.
Because it's going to segue into what we're talking about.
All right, go ahead.
So, Cappies did play the Baby Red Bulls Sunday, which they did win 3-0 with goals from. Let me pull it back up. They were it was actually pretty some pretty beautiful goals as well too. Where did you just go there? It was actually 2-0. I'm sorry, 2-0 with goals from. Come on and load. Oh, it doesn't want to load now. Okay. Turn that off. Maybe that will load. 2 beautiful goals. I do know.
I got Adams and Adu Giamfi.
Yes. So Adams' goal was a beautiful 3-piece. It went to I can't remember who exactly had the assist, but it was literally a triangle. And Gianfi's, I believe, his was at the 40th minute, and Crew 2 held on 2-0. Which Next Pro marked it as a upset. So Crew 2's, finally starting to make the turn. Everybody's starting to get on the same page. Chase Adams, Gianfi, and Owen Prestis were all on Next Pro team best 11. Prestis had 2 assists. Gianfi had a goal and assist, and Adams had a goal. So I really look for the next person besides Brandon Knight to come up, or Jordan Knight to come up. Look for Owen. He is deadly with his crosses and also on set pieces. And if you remember last year in the GA Cup, he scored an Olympico the same day that Bernadeschi scored his. So, yeah, which leads to the development of those cappies now, leads to what we're about to talk about now. Shout out real quick to Capital Crew out there in the DC area, the new Cappy supporter group. And I love their memes that they bring out, their AI.
Many wants to know what's the word on Jaden Da.
He's still it seems like it's a little bit of still a rough transition from college to Next Pro. He's got raw talent. He's got the height. It's just it's still a little bit of a rough transition. He's getting better though. I give him about another 1 more year, and we should see his true potential. Oh Lord!
I hit the wrong button. What I hit Command E instead of Command D. That turns off my camera. I'm sorry, guys. But last night, an absolute gem of a game, I should say. 2-1 heading into Monterrey. We had the aggregate advantage, which was good. However, I would have preferred us to get the first goal. That puts pressure on Monterrey, right? To start off, the Crew looked really good.
Both teams did.
I might give the slight edge to Columbus, honestly.
I mean, it was an edge to Columbus, but both teams looked like they were, both teams did a line of blow before the match started, and they were zooming around. Yes, I said it in the.
You did not just say they did a line before the game started. Jesus Christ.
I mean, let's go back to the patron saint. Hate it.
Golly.
But no, I mean, it literally looked like they were on speed, just, both teams flying, right? And it was fun watching it. Playing a ping pong game, who's going to get that first point? Unfortunately, the blue and white did.
Yeah. I can't blame Yevon, honestly.
He couldn't stop his momentum.
Yeah, he was running at top speed. Momentum just carried it and carried him towards the ball. It wasn't going to. I mean, if he had the brakes on him and he brakes and boxes out Mesa, I think Schulte gets that because Schulte he got chipped. He stood straight up and it hit the post.
At the same time, if Yevon would have chipped Mesa, it would have been a PK.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. But I don't blame Yevon for that. As actually Manuel just said, it's just unlucky. It's just unlucky that happened. Right? But the over the top balls is I think what was going to kill us. Because they did it, and they did it in leg one in Columbus.
Yeah.
They did it in leg one. The over the top balls killed us.
But at the same time, this is not unfamiliar territory.
It's not. No, we've done it before.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Bringing up that, but this is not unfamiliar territory, but it's scary, right? It's scary.
Are you referring to the comment?
No. Well, besides that, I'll get to that here in a second, but an own goal or an unlucky goal, right? And being down, one goal. This is not unfamiliar territory, and it's scary. It's so scary that you have a team that is like ice when they go down a goal. Oh, we're down 1-0. Forget about it. Right? It's nothing. It's like somebody taking a Mike Tyson, left hook and just sitting there like, oh, that's all you got? And unfortunately for Monterrey, they didn't put Columbus down.
Nah, I think Columbus finally found their rhythm as the game progressed on. I don't know if you noticed this, but Monterrey was probably, I think, about the 35th minute. They were starting to kind of, settle back.
They were.
Right? By the way, Vejas knew exactly what he was doing. The first time he got injured, he knew exactly because I saw a little smirk come from him.
Yeah,
I saw a little smirk come from him. Go ahead.
He was trying to get that penalty first off. Second off, he was trying to kill the time. Because it was that close to halftime, right? And he was trying to kill the time to get to halftime. And I think when he saw that there was 6 minutes of stoppage time, 4 minutes of stoppage time, he finally went down. Like, yeah,
that second one looked very nasty though, honestly. Where Andrada got him. The second one looked very nasty. I thought it was a blow to the head, but when I saw the replay, that leg,
he was sandwiched.
That was nasty. The second one I can understand. The first one, he knew what he was doing.
Before that, yellow card on Nagby.
No shot. No shot. No shot. I'm sorry, but what else is he supposed to do?
It bounced
his hands here.
Yeah, but it bounced off of his chest and hit the hand. So therefore,
it hit directly his hand.
So yeah, and he was, it was tucked in. That shouldn't have been a yellow.
That shouldn't have been a handball in the first place.
Yeah,
his arms tucked in. He's not making his body unnaturally bigger. What else is he supposed to do?
But, also look at the ref that we had. We knew there was going to be something, right?
Yeah. That early in the game, if you're going to dictate, that sets the precedent for the game. If you give, what was that, 12th minute?
Something 11, right around there.
Yeah. If you're giving a yellow card for a very questionable handball, you're setting the precedent for the match.
And not looking at it?
Yeah, well, I mean, he can't look at it.
It can if he calls the yellow.
Not VAR.
I thought they said that it could be if it was called. If it's not called, they
That
can't.
would only be if it's inside the box.
Mm.
But you're setting the precedent for the match. That's no way. If that's a yellow card, the Monterrey defender that was spread eagle out in the air,
That should have been it.
That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Maybe you can look at that because I don't know exactly where that happened.
Just outside of the box.
Then that's a yellow card. You can't. It has to be. It has to be. Yes, it has to be consistent. You can't just say, "Oh, Darlington Nagbe, his arm is here, tucked in, and it hits his hand. That's a yellow."
I think the ref still had something against Darlington.
I mean, I believe it.
I think he still had something against Darlington because the last time he was the official, Darlington, was with Porter. So
yeah,
I think there were some words said.
It was a BS call.
Yeah, it really
so
was
bad. But nonetheless, the 35th minute, Monterrey started to set back a little bit. Columbus was starting to not really find their rhythm, but starting to play like Columbus.
Yep.
Right? And it wasn't until that whole sequence with I think it was the corner kick in like the 40-something minute.
Where Ada got bicycle kicked in the back of the head.
That was the second half. I thought
it was the first half because he got bicycle kicked.
Right. I thought it was the second half.
And then just minutes later, with seconds left to go in the first half.
Well, hang on. Before we jump ahead though, I think it was the corner kick. Like it was like the 43rd heading into first half stoppage time to where I'm like, okay, I think Columbus is going to get at least one here. In reality, we needed to walk out with a win, which we'll get to that later. But to kind of segue to your point now, I don't know what the hell Andrade was doing.
So here's what it looked like, and here's also what the broadcast said too. Monterrey, the attackers and some of the guys around Andrade saw Columbus was so high up, right? And they were trying to get they thought that their transition could be faster if Andrade hurried up and got rid of that ball. And not paying attention around. And there's a certain dog out there on that field that heads up and had his head on the swivel and saw it, came up with the interception and made him pay.
Y'all didn't tell me that I still had the Cappy's corner ticker on the screen. Golly.
Damn.
Y'all supposed to keep me on track.
Listen, we all into which you notice, I had to bring it out. Velocity, baby.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a heads-up play from Aiden Morris. But Andrade needs to be so much smarter there.
I mean, I guess some of the players saw something that, they could have got past Columbus, but I'm sorry, I didn't see what they were seeing on the broadcast. And Aiden made him pay with just seconds left to go, though.
Like, I think it was like 15.
It was like under 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Just seconds.
Because they didn't even kick off after the goal. The ref just blew it straight for halftime.
No, as soon as they put the ball down at the center, he blew it halftime.
Yeah. They didn't even kick off.
No.
It was like, all right, cool. So we go in up. Was it 3-2 on aggregate?
Yes,
1-1. So we're looking pretty good.
we could have finished 1-1 and moved on.
We honestly, when what we're not talking about, Cucho's chance in the second minute.
Oh my God, the one that was just wide.
Yeah, we skipped over that, which sucks because that would have been that would have just opened the floodgates for us. I feel like.
Well, not only that, but Hinestroza making plays. Diego.
I think that was Hinestroza's worst game. I'm not saying it's because of him. I'm saying because the way that he plays, that field was absolutely tearing his feet up.
Yeah.
Right.
How about
because
Sean?
That doesn't happen in Columbus.
No. How about Sean?
Sean did good.
And then, after the own goal, Chaberco just something flipped in his his head. Like
Concacaf was made for Chaberco. Honestly.
Man.
Honestly, he's built for this tournament.
They sort of touched on it a little bit on the broadcast about how Yevon has beat out Amundsen. For that starting role right there on that left back. I don't think he's beating Amundsen out. I think it's the tactical, right? Just whatever tactical profile that Nancy wants to bring out. But man, after that own goal, Yevon didn't have his head down. And he started playing like Yevon.
The second half.
Oh my God.
I have no idea. I don't even know if you guys asked him in the press conference what was said to the team at halftime. But second half, it was just all Columbus.
So I couldn't get into for some reason they, I'm waiting for them to open up the Zoom. And finally, when they opened up the Zoom, it was already halfway through Nancy talking with, local, the ones that were down there. But, I raised my hand, to get a question off, and they just completely, said, fuck me.
Gaston texted me and Murph said the same thing.
Yeah,
Gaston had his hand up, but he didn't get caught on either.
Yeah, so it was just like, well, fuck, and I saw
we both are.
I saw a tweet that you put out, asked if Ortiz shook Nazi's hand, and I was trying to find the Jordan meme and put Nazi's face on it and be like, yeah, he didn't shake my hand after leg one, and I took that personal. Put it to where, yeah, he didn't shake my hand in the first leg, so I said, here, hold my beer. And I couldn't find the meme. But Adam King asking, some great questions. But there was a reporter down there that was actually there in the room, and he asked about or no, I don't think he was there. I think it was somebody from like Yahoo or MLS, but somebody asked Nazi about the message that he has for the fans in the city. And when, Nazi said what he said, the first week that he was hired and he was sitting here and he was looking at everything, and he told his wife that, this city and these fans deserve something special. And it's not because of the good players that they have, but look how hard, the fans fought to keep the team here. They deserve a break. They deserve something special. And, then went on, about what they've done last year and this year. I mean, if that doesn't scream somebody that understands the game of football and understands the city and the club what it means to the city. I don't know what to tell you.
All Columbus second half, Diego Rossi, 48th minute, I think it was.
Yeah, before that though, who came in?
Well, I was getting there.
Okay. My bad.
I'm getting. Come on, man. Nah. But I was gonna say, how about Alex Matan?
Who?
Alex, our 5'5" Romanian dribbly boy.
That's sticking with everybody now.
Dog.
I'm seeing it all over Twitter now. Like,
shout out Charles Bohm.
After he posted that, and then I keep using it. Next, I'm seeing more people using it. It's just like it's a wildfire. Like shit, the 5'5" dribbly boy. What can he do? And oh my god,
So apparently, this group chat that I'm in on Twitter, Edgar, guy who comes in towards the end of the show,
yeah,
LA Galaxy guy, said, "Don't know if y'all picked this up across the country, but there's a certain level of anti-crew chatter among LAFC fans that's been circulating on social media.
Mm-hmm.
What a fantastic fan base, eh? Well, you know what? Who cares? Come on, crew."
No, so Cincinnati's boards were blowing up.
Okay, first of all, little brother, beating Monterrey isn't for everybody. I'll tell you that right now.
Messi couldn't do it.
Messi couldn't do it. Lucho Acosta couldn't do it.
His braids are ugly.
So he got him taken out.
Finally.
It was literally after their last game. He got him taken out. I saw, I think it was Laura Fowler or Pat Brennan said that he took him out. So
ugly ass braids.
But Matan, our 5'5" Romanian dribbly boy.
That whole play, I think it was like 13 passes.
How about that? How about that run from Kucha though? To pull that defender away.
For him to have the breaks that he did in the sand, right? Because he was definitely about to be offside if he kept going. For him to pull the e-brake real quick like he did, that stopped him from going offside, allowed the Monterrey defender to go past him, which allowed Diego to go with the defender, and between the leg pass. Concacaf, we're seeing the 2020 LAFC Diego Rossi. Now, if we could transition that over to MLS play, I'd be greatly appreciative of it. But, man, Diego loves Concacaf. And like I could hear in my head, the Nordeca sitting there, chanting, "Go, Diego, go," with the drums in the background. And when he scored, I can hear Josh Poland and announcing it over the lower.com speakers.
Of course they did.
Oh my god.
Really quick, this one. I think he did.
I think it might have been
he probably just tweaked something.
Yeah.
Because they showed him he was down and he was stretching.
Yeah. I think it was because of the field.
It had to have been.
But man, he became a Romanian firecracker.
Second assist, though, late in the game, towards the end of the game. It's our lovely boy Jason Russell Rowe. This guy who seals the deal for the crew after Matan just sends a perfectly placed through ball.
Now, you can agree with me. You could disagree with me. Tell me that did not look like a Cucho run.
Who? Russell?
Jason.
Jason's? Oh, by far.
Tell me that, did not look like it. For all y'all out there in the wonderful world of the internet, y'all could get in here and agree or disagree. But Jason's run looked like looked like a run from Cucho. And you can definitely see Diego, Marino, Christian, Cucho all rubbing off on Jason. Like he's just soaking it up all, and he now has 2 goals in Concacaf? 2 or 3 goals in Concacaf? Yeah, 3.
Tigres home, Tigres away. Wait, you're talking about Jason, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Diego. 2.
I think 2 or 3. Because he's got the header the header last week.
The header last week, the one last night. He has 2.
Okay.
Because Matan scored the winner in Houston.
Yep.
Cucho scored our only goal against Houston at home. And we advanced on away goals, I think it was. No, we advanced on aggregate. Because we tied 1-1 at home. But we advanced on aggregate. Tigres was Diego, and we won on penalties. Yeah. Did he score? Did he score a penalty?
Yes.
Jason? Okay. That wouldn't count though. So he has 2. And they were both against Monterrey. Both winners against Monterrey.
Bangers. The way he curled with that left foot, Andrade did not have a chance.
No. But I also think they were more concerned about why they weren't awarded a foul on earlier with Derek Jones. Derek Jones is the one that got fouled.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking. They deserve a lot more credit than what fans give them.
So Nazi has actually said that Jason is one of the most purest finishers out of everybody, left or right foot.
The amount of hate he gets is really so upsetting.
It really is.
It's so upsetting. He's such a genuine guy. Great player. Such a great player.
Great player, humble guy. Fun to be around.
Yeah.
I mean, he embodies a true sportsman.
Yeah.
He doesn't get down. To take it back to what Manuel said, he loves how his confidence is growing. That's one thing Jason said in the offseason when we, we're having all the offseason, preseason meetings, that he worked on his confidence. And, you could see in his aggression when he's out there, the confidence. He scored his first goal, the season, and it was like he had a chance to, pass it off, but instead he was selfish and he took it. Instead of passing it over to Cucho, he was like, it's all me. Let me take this. Buried it. And his confidence has become, is pushing his aggressiveness for finishing. And, the 3 shots that he had that hit the woodwork that wanted to be like pinballs, those all came off his left foot. What did he nail put the nail in the coffin of Monterrey with last night?
Left foot.
A left foot curler. And just, oh my God. I wish EAFC would, get Jason's picture right on there. His AI, his avatar in the game. Because he looks like Afro Thunder from Ready to Rumble.
I'm weak.
It don't look nothing like him.
That's funny.
I swear to God, if you when you get on EAFC,
that's right here.
Yeah, go look at his player. and the graphics does not look anything like he doesn't have the sideburns. You know, he doesn't have the beard that Jason has. He looks like Afro Thunder from Ready to Rumble.
You got me pulling it up right now.
I saw it. I'm like, oh my. And Darlington don't even look like Darlington. Like, how can you fuck up Darlington?
Team management. There we go. Okay. Oh, you're talking about like during gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it has his player card, it has his actual picture.
Yeah.
But in the gameplay, it does not look like Jason.
Sorry.
Like damn. Y'all, y'all want
I'm really about to look at this. Like, I really want to look at this and see what it looks like.
Like, you know, you have to take a look at like all the crew players. Like, it's just hilarious. Like, they got their their player cards and everything, but the AI ain't AI.
Where's I can't even do a replay?
Oh my god.
Golly, bro. Okay, so I mean, I see his hair. His hair is more full than it is. Like, what the hell? Oh my god!
I thought.
Oh my days!
They did him. They did him. You know, bad.
There it is. Replay, rewind. Okay, there's Jason. Stop. Hide. Fix that. Wait, go around. There we go.
They did him dirty in the game, man.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that's so wild. Oh my god.
Yeah, they did him dirty.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? That looks nothing like Jason Russell, bro.
No.
That is crazy. And you said who else? Nagby?
Yeah. Nagby does not look like Nagby. None of them look. I think Christian.
I see Nagby and Nagby. I see that.
It don't look like it to me.
I see that. Who is this? This is Aiden. Aiden looks nothing like Aiden Morris, I'll tell you that.
Exactly. Like, come on.
Aiden looks nothing like Aiden.
We have the technology to make the gameplay players look like they're actual players.
Yao is decent.
Not Christian.
I got Christian on the bench. Yeah, that does not look like. Oh my god, yeah, that does not look like Jason at all.
Neither Farsi too.
This is Diego. I'm examining the entire. Diego's Diego. Diego is the most absolute lookalike of their real self.
What about Steven?
Who's Steven?
Morer.
I know. I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out if I heard that right.
Yeah, your mom.
That's my mom's favorite player.
Yeah, no.
No, not really. No, not really. Who's this? Camacho?
Does it look like him?
Nah, that looks nothing like Camacho. Who is this? This is Amundsen. No. Who is this? This is Farsi. No. Oh my god, no. Like nothing like Mo Farsi. They got the hair right.
They got the hair.
Zero like Farsi. That's Nagby. Pardon me. Who's that? That's Diego. This is Cucho. Cucho looks like Cucho.
Okay.
Who's that? That's Celentano, but that looks nothing like Celentano. Yeah, that looks absolutely like Celentano. All right, last one, and then we'll wrap up Monterey. Patrick Schulte.
No.
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh man. See what I'm saying? Like,
Hell no. Looks nothing like Patrick Schulte. Golly.
like, come on now. Like the hardest working team in America, and you want to fuck up on their gameplay graph.
Chris's number is 15. I can't get it to change. Really? He's 17 on mine.
I have to look on mine. But nonetheless,
yeah.
You know, crew, Jason puts the nail in the coffin, puts it up 3-1.
I had Ramirez on my bench. But I know for a fact he's 17 on mine.
Jason puts that nail in there, and you just see the air get sucked out of the stadium. And man.
So now we book a place into the Concacaf Champions Cup Final, the first time in club history, against Pachuca at Estadio Hidalgo. That's Marino Hinostroza's old team.
Yep. Smaller stadium, but still with rich history.
I'm sure Patrick Schulte would love to silence a bunch of Liga MX fans for a third time.
Well, I guess he joked around on Friday, talking about, he's moving the team to Mexico to play in Liga MX.
Yeah. I think next year we're gonna try to play in Liga MX. Oh my god, dude!
But
how do you think we'd fare?
Top four.
Top four.
Top four.
Fair enough. In which season? They play 2 seasons.
Both.
Okay.
Top four in both. With the real shot to win. At least win the Clausura. But man, we did forget about that. So Manuel said, what about the penalty? Absolutely right call. PK.
I thought they were looking at it for a possible red card.
They were.
And then found the penalty and then found the penalty.
Yeah. But what about the smirk though from Christian though after the PK?
Oh well.
Yeah.
He goes, it's one of those things where it's like, man, oh well.
But I mean, it was a nice it was a nice try.
Yeah.
Maybe if it would have been a little bit higher.
A little bit higher. I think maybe a little bit more pace.
Yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, he just looked at it and he looked back with that smile, like, we're already moving on.
Yeah, we've already iced the cake. It's okay.
It still would have been good though, 4-1 over a powerhouse like Monterrey.
I know, right? Moving on to the Concacaf Champions Cup for the first time in history, against Pachuca, June 1st at 9:15 is the set date.
Yes. Which is going to be some rescheduling. Hopefully they reschedule, the May 29th game against New England.
I don't see that one being rescheduled. That's just me, though.
But I think Don will look at it now, finally. Maybe he'll start giving respect to the city of Columbus.
He should. He should have been started giving respect to Columbus.
I mean, yeah, definitely should have after MLS Cup. But now you're the only MLS team left in CONCACAF.
Yeah.
And the whole league is resting on the shoulders of, 18 players plus Nazi, on June 1st against Pachuca. I mean, if I'm Don, I'm giving Columbus whatever they want.
As he should be.
You know, if Columbus wants 2 weeks off in a row after Concacaf, give it to them. You know, because at this time, you thought, Messi coming into MLS, cool. That brings a global exposure to the game, whatnot. But Messi hasn't been able to get it done.
So my group chat that I'm in, I said I saw something about them getting tired of crew chatter getting shoved down their throats. I guess they're still butthurt they didn't get MLS Cup last year. Eli Lesser, I don't know if you know him. Eli Lesser TV on Twitter. He said it's their fault for choking the CCL final, the League's Cup against Monterrey, and the MLS Cup. I've also been seeing Leva say Cherundolo is better than Nancy, which is hilarious. While I agree that MLS needs to loosen roster restrictions, Cherundolo constantly using that as his excuse for choking while Columbus is doing what he wishes he could do with the same roster rules is so laughable. And then Mike, our Orlando guy, said Dolo and gang want to keep coughing up excuses. Got to be careful they don't choke on him.
So I had a
hey, Edgar.
What's going on? We were just talking about this. No, I had I saw there was an Atlanta United fan on my timeline, and he said,
Ghost, I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah. He said that he
has 100% a red. I can give it that, but I think given a red in that circumstance would have just
already over.
It would have infuriated Monterrey even more.
I think they probably would have started shooting. But the Atlanta fan said that he was like, I concede Columbus is actually the best team in MLS hands down right now. And I joked around. I said, well, tell the boys that Scarves and Spikes.
Hey, we are. We are the best team in MLS.
But, like you said, and like Eli said, Nazi's doing what Cherundolo wishes he could be doing.
Yeah.
With half of what he has. You know what I'm saying? It's not even Nazi. It's Bez. Bez hates Canada. He will fleece any Canadian team for players. Give him the Nazi to I don't think Messi's garbage here. Like he's
just too good for the league.
He's business metrics.
Yeah. He got back-to-back player of the match day.
Yeah, that's who when Don talks about business metrics, that's who he's talking about. But Bez gives Nazi players and says, Here, have them. And then they turn out a Jason, a Mo, a Yevon, a Sean, a Morera, a Yao, a 5'5" dribbly boy. He turns
5'5" Romanian dribbly boy.
He turns Cucho's game up a notch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You bring in Marino. He's only just begun that project, and you see the potential with Marino.
Yeah.
He's got Taha. He's working on that project. Right? But you see Nazi's ability to mold players and develop them. So really, honestly, if you want to say a GM of the league that's fleecing the league, is Bez. Bez is just, oh my God, he's He's a Gam and Tam wizard.
Give that man his flowers. Honestly.
Ginther needs to give him the keys to the city.
I'm gonna send you something in the private chat.
Uh-oh. Barker rebrand. Oh, how much TAM do they have? Oh, who knows how much TAM they have, but oh my God. You know, with being transparent about the rosters, showing who's a DP, who's this, who's I wish they would have showed yes. Yes. Yes.
Showed what?
I wish those roster breakdowns, I wish they would have showed, you know, how much GAM, how much TAM is left for each club. You know what I'm saying? Being a little more transparent of, okay, well, this team has this much GAM. Well, this team has more TAM, but they have less GAM. You know, I did like how they showed on there, you know, with this asterisk, you know, the player can't be bought down with TAM. You know, the DP couldn't be bought down with TAM if there was an asterisk beside it. Which, if Bez could do it, Bez can buy Nagby, you know, Nagby down with TAM and open up a DP.
Which I think will happen. Unless Nagby retires after his option year, which is 26.
I did forget something about Nagby. Nagby was on the last team that beat Monterrey, MLS team. And that was with Atlanta. So,
yeah.
You know, Nagby now owns Monterrey. Make him the mayor of Monterrey down there. You know, so man.
I want to circle back to this question.
Which one?
Can the Crew go all the way?
Yes.
I mean, all the way to winning and making an appearance in the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yes.
Because I know last week it was, can they go all the way to the final? Now I'm asking, can they win the final and make an appearance in next year's FIFA Club World Cup?
Yes. And the reason behind is now they have one game, right? They don't have to prepare for two games. It's single game. So now you focus on your league games, right? For like the next couple weeks. At the same time, you could have your coaching staff be breaking down Pachuca. Because if it serves me correct, Pachuca has a quarterfinal game. You know, in the Liga MX playoffs.
Do they?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think I haven't looked at the, you know, their playoff standings. But I think that's what they were talking about. Both Pachuca and Monterrey both have playoff games.
Yeah. I think Monterrey plays Tigres.
Yes, Monterrey plays Tigres. There is pressure, though, on Columbus.
And Cincinnati, Edgar. Cincinnati just doesn't want us to do well. I would assume Philly because Philly also,
my God.
Because if Monterrey would have won the thing, then Philly would have been in the FIFA Club World Cup. But because we won, Monterrey's out. I think Philadelphia probably hates us right now. Not really hates us, but are upset.
I'd hate to go to Westchester right now. No, but
Chester in general is a freaking nightmare.
I really think that, like Edgar says, if they could play with the same patience and resolve, yes, they would be able to. Now, no MLS team has beaten Pachuca at Pachuca.
Are we just going to keep writing history this year?
And Pachuca's hasn't lost a game at home in a while.
Yeah.
So
we're going in heavy underdogs.
You would think we'd be favored after knocking off Monterrey.
But with the way that Pachuca is and whatnot, we're going in heavy underdogs. And because we're going back down to Mexico, we'd probably be going.
Yes, we are. We are playing down there. We can't. We're not hosting it.
Yeah,
which sucks.
Nah. Yeah, we needed Club America to win on pens or something like that.
Yeah, so we needed a draw plus them win on pens.
Yeah.
Bastards couldn't even do that right.
I like our odds against Pachuca. I really do.
I love it too.
I like our odds against Pachuca.
I mean, we got a secret weapon. We got Marino. Now, even though Marino's probably going to say that, the coaching staff, won't ask him things about Pachuca. I think they will. Just because that's his former team and it's still fresh, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did like how Nancy joked around about with Tigres when asked about has Marino, offered any, insight into playing against Tigres, and Nancy joked around like, yeah, he's gonna be the head coach for the game. Joked about it. So, but going up against Pachuca though, and I think they'll lean on him a little bit, for insight about tendencies, and then try to sprinkle that into their game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I would say when Amundsen came, we played NYCFC.
Oh,
and what do they like to do? One of those things. So, and I think it's going to be more so between the players than it is player and coach. It's going to be more so between the players than anything, and especially if Marino starts. Talk.
Agreed.
I like that, honestly. Yeah.
I
like that. Neutral site.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Oh, they got to play Pumas tonight.
Edgar's funny. So I honestly think I like our odds against Pachuca. And we could be alongside, I think it's Seattle.
Yes.
And is that it?
Yep.
No. It's Seattle. It could be us. And I think the 2024 MLS Cup champion.
So what if that's
from
us?
I honestly feel like it would go to it would probably go to, they'll probably have some like seeding thing.
Philly?
Nah, it can't be Philly.
Because Philly has the most over the span.
I'm talking about from the season. I don't know though. I'd have to look more, and I have to look into it more.
Yeah.
But if we win, we'd be alongside Seattle. in the FIFA Club World Cup. I just don't know who else it could be. So, but that was a fun game last night.
To circle back,
yeah.
Ghost said it was weird watching the games, but he's a little more scared of Club America than Pachuca.
I'm not.
No,
I wouldn't. We kicked their ass last year.
Well, I think that was more or less because of what happened that day. I think that gave a little more motivation.
Okay, I'll give you that.
But
yes,
we still put up a 4-bag on them. And they sort of, they went on a spree in Liga MX. Winning I think it was the Clausura that they won. So I would have still loved to play, Club America because 1, we would host it. 2, the atmosphere when they were here was just, oh my God.
Yeah, they were cool. They were cool people.
Besides me almost wrecking. That's a whole different story.
The Fellowship of the MLS Cup. Yeah. I'm not scared of Club. If we had Club America, I wouldn't be scared. We're fine. We have the same team like we had last year when we beat them in Leagues Cup. Truth be told.
Yep. So, hey.
We have the same. The only person that we don't have, or that we have now that didn't play that game, is Diego Rossi.
And Marino.
Yeah. We're fine. But I like our odds against Pachuca. I love our odds against Pachuca.
It's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but
I mean, hell, even if we don't win, this goes down in this
history.
People have said we're going to be talking about this for years to come.
So, Crew wins against Pachuca. Do you plant the flag on the field?
Huh?
Do you plant a Crew flag on the field?
What do you mean?
They beat Pachuca.
Okay.
Do you plant the flag on the field and claiming the whole country in Mexico?
Like on some Baker Mayfield type shit?
Yeah.
No. Our play says it all.
So just make the graphic like the Crew admin did.
Yeah, like Kenan. Yeah, like Kenan did. No, Kenan is a freaking mastermind.
Man, he doesn't
with
get
the graphic
enough.
design. Kenan is a mastermind.
He doesn't get enough credit.
Edgar. Yeah. No. Kenan is a mastermind. He's so great. Also, as I said, people are saying we're going to be talking about this
for years.
For years. Right?
It's just like the whole Save the Crew, movement. You're going to talk about Save the Crew for the rest of existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, before we move on, how about Good Day Columbus?
Oh my God, I was waiting to bring that up. Oh my God. The shade, the burn. I like I put it out there on Twitter with the video. But the comment though, the producer woke up today choosing violence. Like, oh my God. Like the producer woke up and chose violence today. Like, oh.
It was my mom showed me that this morning. I was like, Doc.
I saw people in pre-court with the video.
I saw people in Austin also. It was like, that was the most classic thing. And then it got who was it? Like Hercules Gomez shared it. This Twitter page, Awful Announcing, shared it. But then people were in the replies on that tweet like, this isn't awful announcing. This is just great work by a local TV station. Like, this is just great anchoring. I was like, dog, yeah, that's true.
Like, it was going viral. Even it was on the radio on 97.1.
Really?
They were talking about it on a lot of the shows today. Man and Bone were talking about it. You know, which they have a great podcast as well, talking about all things footy as well. If y'all, y'all get tired of hearing us, talk. If y'all get tired of hearing us, go check out Bone and Beam United, because oh my God, they're just a professional version of us. They get paid to do this shit.
Yeah. So I don't know why Ghost just didn't put it in the chat. Ghost tweeted us and said there were two different news stations that just killed it this morning. Was that the empty trophy case, or was it the other broadcast just dogging on them? So I think the other one that's been going around was before the championship parade. And my mom showed it to me because she said, as we're getting ready to watch the championship parade, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that was before the MLS Cup parade that we had. The one Good Day Columbus was this morning.
They started it off of talking about, let's see what's going on with the former owner of our team that tried to steal the team away from us here, and whatever the case may be. But they showed they said, listen, we have a live look at Austin's trophy case, and I was like, oh. And you hear him talking too, like, oh yeah, we're throwing some serious shade today, like on live TV, like, oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah,
like,
that was something.
And then they said the producer woke up today chose violence. Like, oh,
they did. I mean, hell.
We want the smoke.
Okay, wilding out.
Hey.
Yeah, anything else we need to talk about before we move on to predictions?
Oh man, I'm tired.
Dog. That was something. That was a great game. Great game.
I mean, Nazi did talk about it in the and Adam King tweeted it out too as well. That he had them all huddle around him and just told him to don't say nothing
for like 3 or 4 seconds or whatnot.
Yeah, just soak all this in. And that he teaches the team to be limitless. Like, I'm with whoever put it out there. Nazi needs to write a book. Nazi needs to write a motivational book. Like,
old funny stuff, but it was relevant. It was definitely relevant.
Nazi needs to write a motivational book. I don't know if we need to have a petition going around the tailgate at the game to show it to him, like, hey, Nazi, we would
looks like we got a Pachuca fan in the chat.
Oh shit.
Looks like we got a Pachuca fan in the chat.
Well, there goes prediction time.
Oh man, we gotta Doc.
Matter of fact, what's your email? We'll get you on right now.
Yeah. Let's get this guy on the show before the final.
We'll get him on right now.
Let's get this guy on the show before the final.
Odie smokes. What's your email?
We'll get him on before the final.
Oh man,
dog.
We're
about to be a global brand.
No, I can't even.
We're about to be a global brand. We gotta. He looks like a cool dude though. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly though, every fan that I've met during Concacaf, Monterrey, Tigres, last year Leagues Cup during Leagues Cup when we played Club America, all have been the most greatest people I've ever met in my life.
I have some out here in my apartment building.
The greatest people I've ever met in my life.
You know, I come out with my credential on already, and I'm seeing them out there. You know, they out in the parking lot just getting hammered. Seeing them, you know, I saw an L Tree jersey. I saw a Leon jersey. Couple Monterrey, you know, some Club America. But it like they all out in the parking lot just getting hammered. You know, it's just like I wish I could come join with y'all, but
There we go. Took a full screenshot.
Now we get to the best part of the show.
Prediction time?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Pachuca plays Pumas at 11:15.
Hey. Otis Smokes. Wait, is that it?
Odie Smokes.
Otis Smokes. If you're a Pachuca fan, hit us up. We'll get you on the show. We honestly would love to have a Pachuca fan on the show. Honestly.
Your mom said he entered the wrong chat.
All right. So the Crew do not play this weekend. Oh my God.
They get a well-deserved
Sixers are
rest.
getting their asses kicked right now.
By the Knicks?
28-9 with 4 minutes left in the first.
Jesus Christ.
All right, then. So the Crew did not play this weekend, so we have the weekend off. All right.
A well-deserved weekend off.
Yeah, very well-deserved weekend off. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. All right, so first up, San Jose, LAFC, 7:30.
Oh, 7:30, San Jose, LAFC. Give me San Jose.
Give me
He's
LAFC 2-1.
I
You said what?
think he's here. Hernan Lopez.
Oh, Hernando, yeah.
I get, you know, nephew of Maradona.
Is it nephew or a cousin?
Nephew.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I knew it was something like that.
And, you know, he's talked about his uncle. And, you know, as he was growing up and all that, they had a great, you know, a close relationship. And, you know, if he was still with us and all that, he'd be so proud, you know, checking in on him, you know, coming to LA, coming to San Jose and all that, making sure he got settled in and all that. So I actually think it's in San Jose. So
yeah,
give me San Jose. I could see that though, man. Well, a draw, but I think LAFC is done right now till after the transfer window, till the summer. So
yeah. Give me LAFC 2-1. Like I said. Orlando City, our little brothers down south.
So Aaron Bupenza's out for at least 8 weeks. Reportedly by Pat Brennan, he got into an altercation outside of a nightclub and got his jaw broke.
6 to 8 weeks.
He got his jaw broke. So he hasn't been starting like the last week or two. Give me Orlando City. 2-1.
It's in Orlando. I'm probably gonna go 1-1 draw. But I think it's gonna be the slightest margin of error by Orlando to give Cincinnati that equalizer.
Fair. And they got Pedro Galice, right?
Yeah, Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
I think Cincinnati's getting Celentano back also. He's been training. So there's that also. Charlotte, Portland.
Oof. It's in Charlotte.
Yes.
Give me Portland. I'm not putting a number on it.
Give me Charlotte 3-1.
Well, Timber Joey's going to be upset with you.
Sorry. Just responding to something.
We did have a fan pop in. Then he disappeared.
Yeah. It's as soon as I said, "Oh my God, Pachuca fan," and everybody, disappeared, just like Pachuca's gonna do on June 1st.
Up in smoke.
Toronto, FC Dallas.
Toronto.
From Toronto.
Yeah, give me Toronto.
Yeah. Miami, Red Bulls from Chase. Is it Chase Stadium?
Yeah, Chase Field or whatever.
Yeah, Chase Stadium.
Hell it is. Give me draw.
Manuel says 2-1 Timbers, Toronto.
You ain't gonna put no points on the Toronto one?
Who, me or
no, Manuel?
Oh man, oh yeah. I'm just going Toronto because I know Dallas is trash.
I wanted my safe bet is a draw.
Yeah,
but I really want Red Bulls to win. I really want Red Bulls to win because it shows how good Red Bulls are, right? They lost 2-0 to us. It was a hell of a game. Don't get me wrong. It was a hell of a game, but yeah, give me draw.
Excuse me. All right. DC, Philadelphia.
Philly.
Philly?
Yeah. You can't rely solely on you can't fully rely on Benteke to be your only offensive weapon.
Yeah. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They're pretty much here's the I'm gonna put an NFL reference. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. You tell Jamar Chase to you tell Jamar Chase just to go down the field, and Joe Burrow just says, screw it. I'm just going to throw it up in the air. He's down there somewhere. You can't do that with Christian Benteke. Yes, we know he's going to be in the box, but you have to have flavor. You have to be like Baskin Robbins that have 31 different flavors. You can't just solely rely on Benteke being your aerial duel winner and head every single goal. So yeah, give me Philly. I think they're coming off of signing Kevon Sullivan. to an actual contract for Philly. He's already got the Man City deal as well.
Yeah.
Once he turns 18, he's a phenomenal player. Don't get me wrong. But I think Jim Curtin got them being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back to a Philly.
Also, from what I hear, Andre Blake wants out.
A Philly?
I saw something on Twitter. Somebody took a screenshot of his Instagram story. Said when you know you're no longer happy, it's time to do something. Or when you're no longer happy, it's time. Something like that. Yeah. So
it's hard to put, like, it's hard to say exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Philly lost to Seattle because it was their makeup game. It was after that, and I think Philly has been kind of slowly going down. So that's just me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Manuel on that DC draw then.
DC draw,
because I mean, if you got a upset, unhappy Andre Blake, it's hard saying.
I didn't even give my shit for Miami and Red Bulls. Miami, 2-0. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll probably go DC United draw also.
Somebody's getting ahead of themselves.
Atlanta, Minnesota.
God, I love Minnesota United. They have the perfect initials for another team that we both like.
You talking about
Man U?
Fuck that. Ten Hag out. Ten Hag out, bro.
You're still a Red Devil.
I'm about this close to being a freaking Brentford B.
You're gonna be Arsenal?
Fuck that over no. give me Brentford. Give me Brentford and Luton Town.
What about Wrexham?
Wrexham is in League One. We're talking Prem.
Well, Leicester's coming back up.
Is that official?
I think, man, I gotta look. Either Leicester or Leeds.
Okay, first of all, fuck Leeds. Leicester, I can handle Leicester. Give me Brentford or Luton Town.
Hey, Frank, watch your mouth on that. Watch your mouth, Frank. Nope.
No, Luton's not going to be relegated because they still have to decide on whether or not what they're going to do with Nottingham Forest. Frank is absolutely just.
So we'll call neck care.
Golly, Frank. Fuck. You got to deal with Leeds scum next year.
Yeah, give me Minnesota United.
Yeah, I like Minnesota 2-1.
Same.
Eric Ramsey's doing great out there. Chicago Revolution.
Where's the game being played? Oh, it's in Chicago. Oh, is Porter going to make another guarantee?
I mean, he guaranteed a win against Charlotte, and they got it.
Yeah, I'm going Chicago, man.
Yeah, Chicago 3-0.
I'm gonna go 2-0.
Okay. Nashville. Go ahead.
I only go bold on us.
That's fair. Well, you can't go bold this week. We're off.
I know. That's why I'm not.
Nashville, Montreal.
Draw.
Yeah. I like that. Houston, St. Louis.
Oh, Then Shell Stadium too. And they got Hector Herrera back.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Manuel 1-0 Houston.
Give me 1-1.
Okay.
Give me 1-1. Salt Lake, KC.
Another one. Jesus, they killing me. Give me KC, man.
KC?
Yeah. I did like what Manuel said, though. Luton stays up when City gets relegated with their 115 charges.
Dog. I hope so.
Hey, that's a bold one. Salt Lake wins 4-3 with a Quentin header. We saw it against Atlanta.
Imagine if, oh my God, imagine if that's true.
Well,
looks like we'll be using Manuel to do some betting and whatnot. Golly.
Man.
I'm going to go Salt Lake. Salt Lake 2-1.
Okay.
Last game of the Saturday. Vancouver, Austin.
If you're a betting man, Austin's at plus 420, and they're sort of on a little streak right now. I think Wolf's seat got a little too hot for him, so he started actually coaching. But you're playing up against a hot Vancouver team right now. Give me Vancouver.
I'm probably gonna go Austin 2-1.
I could see that, but you're also going up against one of the leaders of the West.
Yeah, fair. I just think how Austin's playing right now, starting to find their rhythm a little bit. I think they can get it done. I also think it's in Vancouver. Never mind.
Yeah.
On Sunday, New York City, Colorado Rapids at 4:00.
Give me the Rapids, man. They I want to say they fought tooth and nail with Cincinnati, but Cincinnati came out on top. Chris Armas. I mean, it's crazy. Like, honestly, if you want to put an early order on Coach of the Year award, I think it's Nazi first. I think Eric Ramsey would be second. Chris Aramis third. I mean, you could put Laurent, fourth, and round out a top five with Dean Smith.
Yeah. I see that. Jesus Christ. This guy's getting burned.
Who?
LAFC fan that said that he's tired of Crew 96 getting shoved down their throats.
Hey, we're still trending, okay?
Hey, that's fine. We can be trending. LAFC just needs to cope harder. That's all I'm saying. Dog, I told you I'm recording a podcast right now. Jesus Christ. Last one. I think it was Seattle and LA Galaxy.
Oh. Give me Galaxy.
Yeah. Galaxy without Ricky Pooch?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You still got Gabriel Peck.
Fair. Also, by the way, I got New York City 1-0.
Okay. You still got Pantsil. You still got a guy that's Miguel Berry. You still, you have Maxime Crepeau. Or no, he's with Portland, my bad. Shit. You have, I mean, yes, they're I think that they'll be fine. Seattle's too old.
Yeah.
Man, Wells taking Seattle 2-1. Ugh.
Give me give me the Galaxy 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0
Seattle's
Galaxy.
just old.
They are. They're getting super old. I think Schmetzer's on a hot seat. Even though
I need this ticket to hit.
Even though they just won against Philadelphia on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
God, I need that ticket to hit now.
I think that's it for predictions.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Last segment. What was happening here? There we go. Yellow card, red card. So if you have anything, my friend. Yeah, Galaxy weren't that good against Austin, honestly.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. Do you have any yellow or red card? Because it's kind of hard right now with us being on.
No, not really. Okay. Honestly, red card agreed. Wholehearted, bro. They fucking suck. They are horrible.
Well, they bought Insight and they bought WoW.
To be fair, though, we never had problems with WoW.
Neither did I.
We never had problems with WoW.
But when WoW started buying when they bought Insight, that started to be the downhill.
And then Breezeline bought freaking WoW.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing ever. I honestly don't have anything.
I got a yellow card.
Okay.
So Amazon Flex. All right. Their app is horrible. It sucks. It cost me to miss out on $63 because of their building. They only have the Wi-Fi extender on one part of the building. So when you get there and you're trying to get all clocked in and, to get your face verified and, you have to, because it's so far out, normal cell service sucks. So it's out there by Rickenbacker Airport, right? So you're trying to connect to the Wi-Fi, so you have to select the Amazon guest. Then once you close out of that, then it pops up with saying, okay, well, you need to accept the terms of the Amazon internet. Once you do that, then you have to hit done. Then you can, then the app will start working properly. So it caused me to miss out on $63. Call their driver support. They can't, and I'm telling them, like, look, it allowed me to take my picture, but then disappeared and won't let me scan my ID to finish the process. So y'all need to come up with a better system. And it's not my fault that if I missed the block. It's because you guys' app. Then I have to spend 8 minutes on hold or talking with driver support, to get a resolution. But then y'all can't give me a guarantee of y'all can't give me a guarantee that I'm gonna get compensated because it's your because it's your guys' system that fucked up. Y'all can't give me a guarantee about getting compensated. So yeah. You're muted.
I thought I hit unmute. I like Frank's red card.
I did too.
And that's just tragic. Kane's, by the way, I still got Charlie's I'm going to eat after the show.
I got free Chipotle.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, man. Anytime that happens, automatic red card. Kane's forgot to give the sauce.
Well,
Frank, what really quick, Frank, what's your order? What's your order, Frank?
Well, while he's typing. Yes, that's a
orange card, blue card,
and a red.
And a red.
So I ordered some Canes the other day. I said no slaw, extra toast, no fries, extra toast.
What's your order?
It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Do I want 6 or 4? I went with the 4. Right? So I was going to get 4 strips, 3 pieces of toast. No, I got 2 pieces of toast, a thing of their bullshit ass coleslaw.
Okay, first of all, there's your mistake. Coleslaw is disgusting.
I like coleslaw, but it has to be made certain, a certain way. Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
I get mine's caniac, no slaw, extra toast with 3 extra pieces of toast and 2 extra things of sauce.
Yep. So,
Frank, do you coach? Do you coach for NPSL? And if so, who? Because I just saw that. Or I don't know. Huh. That's awesome, actually.
If he is, let us know what team.
Admin team. Wait, is this Bailey? Bailey Major? I think it is. There it is. It is Bailey. It is Bailey. Unless we really want this podcast to go sideways, don't ask me about iced tea.
Okay.
Don't ask me about iced tea. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
Oh my God, here you go.
It is.
I'm about to put this up here real quick. Are we done with that?
Yeah, I don't have anything, honestly.
All right. So you ready for it?
I don't know. I have no idea what the hell it is.
What we talked about. Side chat.
What part?
The one that you sent back. Your reply. About how it's going to be released.
Oh, what? Wait, what are you pulling up?
I have a special banner.
Oh, okay. I honestly did not even wait. Where the hell did you? Where'd you put that at?
I added the banner.
Right, but it's not in the thing.
It should be.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait, hang on.
Which one did I put it in?
I don't know.
Oh, I put it in the other one, the 04.
Oh,
yeah.
Because you made it a banner, not a ticker. That's okay. Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
I just felt like having it bigger like that,
Yeah, no, yeah, it makes sense. That's fine. Okay.
Don't mind us, Joe.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm losing it right now. Okay, so we love y'all. We really do. We are getting more guests on the show, trust me. So you guys have somebody else to talk to and not just listening to our big mouths on the podcast. Okay.
And seeing our ugly faces.
Yeah. So we are getting more guests on the show. However, when we do this, it's not, we're not depriving you guys of anything, but we decided to do this kind of method. And I've talked with a couple other podcasts that do it, and whatnot. So we are going to start giving you guys kind of like exclusive content. Okay. It is going to be subscriber based. So we're starting off small with some interviews. So say for instance, we get somebody on the show. What's going to happen is we're going to kind of record the interview itself without being live and release it. I'd probably say what, like the next day or that night or something. Probably like the next day.
Yeah.
The next day for subscribers. So that way they get first hand look or listen at it. Then the next day, when the full episode gets posted, we will have that interview in the actual podcast itself, so that way everybody else can listen or watch it. How we plan to do that? I was thinking after we do, or when we start to do our outro, we'll just say, thanks everyone for tuning in. Check out our interview with XYZ. Play our little logo thing as the outro, end the stream, and then when I go to edit, I'll put it in at the very end, etc. If where that works with you.
That's fine with me.
Okay. So yeah, so we are going to be doing interviews, starting up small with interviews. First for subscribers and whatnot. We'll have, I think we can make a mailing list. So that way whoever wants to subscribe or subscribers, you'll get notified when that episode or when that subscriber only interview gets published. So that way you guys get first dibs on it. And whatnot. Everybody else will be about 2 days later, and whatnot. More things will be adding to the subscriber base thing. I'm thinking if we just got to think of more, but I think interviews is a good start. Especially with you pulling all the big names, goddamn. We do have, I think, 2 on deck, or 1 on deck, but 1 kind of in the hole. I will say.
I'm working on 3 more.
Jesus fucking Christ, this guy. So that is the one thing that we are doing. Starting next week, I think it is. Yep. Which I will need to talk to you afterwards about when that is, when we're done here. Okay.
Yeah, because you definitely don't want to miss out. So definitely want to start subscribing.
So those just starting out small. We'll be posting interviews for subscribers only. They'll get first-hand glance. Say if we record on Tuesday, they'll get it Wednesday. Everybody else will get it Thursday, and whatnot. It's not, again, to deprive you guys of everything, but we're trying to give you guys more content and stuff like that, so that way, we can keep the show going, more than likely.
So, in layman's terms, for every subscriber that subscribes, that money gets put back into the show so we could get to some of these games out of town. to get you the content, to get you the, the interviews, to get you what you guys deserve as fans of the hardest working team in America, the gold standard of MLS, which that sort of has a nice touch, the gold standard.
By the way, if somebody doing this, there was a little string that was just flying around my freaking face.
But no, so literally, every little penny from, you guys subscribing, goes right back into the show. We don't, we don't take a profit off of it. It just goes straight to the show. This we also have the supporter link for as well. We have our merchandise store also to help put money back into the show so we could give you what you guys deserve. That sum it up?
Yeah, it does. Like I said, we will be also
it will
be it's wait. No, okay, so not StreamYard. Okay. So what's gonna happen is, say like next week's episode or next week's interview gets published wherever you guys get it, wherever you guys listen to podcasts.
It's mainly
Spotify. Mainly Spotify. Because what's going to happen is when that gets published, there's going to be a blue little thing that says subscribe to unlock. You go through that and then you'll be able to unlock that episode. Once you do that, you should be able to get, when you do that, you will be notified whenever we post content that we label subscribers only, if that makes sense. So, and I got to go in and look at it more, but I'm pretty sure that we can also make a mailing list. And so that way, when people do subscribe, we'll be able to send out emails to everybody saying, hey, we got this coming up. Thanks for your support. And we also want to get ideas from you guys about what you guys want to see. So that's just starting out. We've been talking about it forever, but I think now that we've gotten Tom Bogert, Neil Sika, a couple other. Did we have one more big name, or are those the only two so far?
We had Tom,
Neil. I think those are only two so far.
Yeah, I mean, we had Fabian as a guest host.
Yeah.
But
nonetheless, we'll be able to send.
We had designated pundits.
Oh yeah,
Bobby.
So we also want to get ideas from you guys. What do you guys want to see from us that we can possibly do? If and when we have time. So, we are very much open to ideas, etc. But that is the breaking news. Again, if subscribing isn't your thing, you will still be able to get the interview about a day later than subscribers. So, no, don't fret. You guys will still get it and whatnot. So, now you need to get back on posting everything. So, missing a week of work and dealing with a whole lot of shit has been definitely threw me back a lot. Brian Masonoff. I am so sorry, everybody. Jesus Christ, that came up quick. Brian Masonoff. I actually. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, guys. I think honestly,
we're gonna have to look into doing something like that.
Yeah, I think I know somebody that has his contact info.
Yeah.
So
I know somebody that has some other players' contact.
Yeah.
For some other former players too. So. Oh, we did have Marco on. That's another big one.
Oh,
How could I forget about the Captain Cappy?
Yeah, Marco Micheletto. That was a good
Yeah.
one. So that's what's in the works right now. Again, hit us up on Twitter or our DMs. Give us suggestions on what you guys want to see, and we will do our very best.
Trust me, y'all want to subscribe for the guests we got coming up. You don't want to miss it.
Joe, my friend, it's been fun.
Real quick, what's your shirt size?
Are you responding to the Twitter DM?
Yeah.
Already did.
Okay. And I'll send mine.
Already did.
You sent mine?
Yeah.
6?
I said 5.
Okay.
My bad. I said 5.
You're fine.
Joe, my friend, it's been fun.
It's always fun.
Feel free to follow us on social media at Wiseman Pod on Twitter, at Wiseman Say Podcast on Instagram, at Wiseman Pod on TikTok. Be sure to listen to the podcast on
everywhere.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to find the right words. Any platform like Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google, iHeart.
We're here. We're there. We're every fucking way.
Honestly. Watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Goals TV, and YamaMedia.com. Follow Jerald on Twitter.
At Jerald_Lucas96.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Fisher Tyler __. And I think that's it.
If y'all get a chance here in Columbus, go check out the Armory. Good
place.
Nice, huh?
Good place.
It is. It's a gym. And a shameless plug for them. I got a membership with them, but they have a membership called the Shield membership that includes primary care, gym membership, recovery area, where they have like the cryo chamber, the ice bath, cold tub, hot tub, all the different recovery, mechanics like the massagers, the compression boots, things like that. They have primary care on staff that, will, look at everything, get you some blood work drawn. They have the dietitians, they have the specialists that, can, look at what type of exercises you can and can't do in your current state and put up a plan to go that route. But go in there, check them out, tell them that Jerald sent you to a good place. Don't know if there's any discounts by that, but that Shield membership is actually when you see the price and you actually dig into the membership and you see what's all included, it's worth the price. They do have a standard edition, which is just the gym, which they have two satellite gyms that are 24 hours, which you get access to it. But that their top tier, gym package, it's worth the money. Yeah. Everything that you get. I want to say Anthony Schlegel is part owner. I know he's listed as executive vice president. Former Buckeye great, who's also an assistant strength and conditioning coach at The Ohio State University, was also a strength and conditioning coach down in Jacksonville underneath Urban Meyer. He's also one of the strength and conditioning coaches for the Columbus Fury, which, by the way, they have a national televised game this Saturday, I think at 7:30 on CBS Sports, which you can catch them on there. So go check out the Armory.
It's been fun, my friend. We should do this again sometime soon. And thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all.
It's now time for Hell is Real.
Oh, yeah, that is coming up. Joe, my friend. Great times. Great times. Go Crew. We love it. This has been the Wiseman Say Podcast powered by Yama Media. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald Lucas. My friend, as tradition goes, Wiseman Say.
Only fools rush in.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. Hug your loved ones. Go Crew.
Stay wise, y'all.